Homelessness, the last time I saw Annie. The United States Code contains the official federal definition of homeless. In Title 42, Chapter 119, Subchapter 1, homelessness is defined as 1. An individual who lacks a fixed, regular, and adequate nighttime residence, and 2. An individual who has a primary nighttime residence, that is, a supervised publicly or privately operated shelter designed to provide temporary living accommodations, including welfare, hotels, congregate shelters, and transitional housing for the mentally ill. B. An institution that provides a temporary residence for individuals intended to be institutionalized. Or C. A public and private place not designed for ordinary use as a regular sleeping accommodation for human beings. In a recent proclamation, USA Today estimated 1.6 million people use transitional housing or emergency shelters. The National Law Center on Homelessness and Poverty in 2007 stated that approximately 3.5 million people were likely to experience homelessness in America over the course of the year. My story is about one such person in America. It was cold that morning, Annie, shivering, bone-chilling cold in the nation's capital. You sat motionless on the park bench just blocks away from the White House. I thought if it were me, I'd use the wood to build a fire, but then I'd probably end up in jail. Warm jail, yes. Our group had bought soup, hot soup and sandwiches, as we'd done for a decade. We sang gospel songs, clapping our hands and stomping our feet. The movement, I think, served as much to generate heat as it did to minister. The children took turns serving and jumping in the vehicles to warm up. Your face was like a marble statue, bronze, with creeks resembling crevices filled with ice. I could not tell how many layers of clothing and blankets enveloped your body, nor if you weighed 150 or 250 pounds. My best guess at your age would probably be years off. Your eyes were dark and deep, yet possessing a hint of youth. I'd been chosen to serve you, as usual. The youth were a little apprehensive, and the older folks had not yet completed their appraisal of you. My hands trembled as I extended the soup and sandwich to you. I hoped it was from the cold. You said nothing, but I could hear a song coming from the depth of your soul. Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Nobody knows my sorrow. I'd been serving you for 2 years. I knew not to speak other than a greeting unless you invited me to do so. As I walked away slowly, I heard your voice whisper, "Come back in about 10 minutes, please." My heart skipped up and sang, "Oh, somebody sing an upbeat song, tell a funny story that makes you want to laugh till you cry." And then down, "Oh, somebody water me with the winds of compassion. I feel like I'm gonna die." 10 minutes passed much too quickly for me. As I walked toward you, I found myself praying that spring was here and that winter was a bad dream. I imagined that someone had turned the fountains on and that God had given us green grass to lie down your aching back. I could see you taking off your shoes and shedding the layers of garments and blankets. And others began singing, "Summertime and the living is easy." When I returned to reality, I heard you whisper, "Austin, would you guard my stuff? I gotta go, you know." I nodded and said, "Yeah, sure, Annie." I fought back the tears as I watched you walk down the broad, busy street. As people dressed in leather and fur sidestep and walk swiftly with repugnant looks on their faces, staring back at you as they pass. After all, Annie, you were just a filthy bundle of rags, not fit for our preen city streets. As I turned the corner, I saw you turn the corner near the tall building with the flag flying half-mast. Perhaps it was an omen. An hour passed. I was pacing back and forth trying to stay warm. And someone from our group advised me that the soup and sandwiches had run out. They were ready to leave. I let them know that I was guarding your stuff, Annie, and that I would join them later to discuss the details. I paced another hour or more until I could no longer feel my hands nor feet. I stared at the frozen concrete, at the trash and the carts of the homeless. I searched for answers. Maybe she hit the lotto, found a home, had a heart attack. Where had Annie gone? I sang songs and composed poems. Kiss me with the fire of God. I am burnt but not consumed by the dark. Thank God they don't plant cotton in the park. Fill my belly with the food of discontent. I am spent. Cold is messing with my mind. The sun fell, giving way to an angry sky. A year passed. Every third Saturday of the month, we feed the homeless in the parks, shelters, and grates. My thoughts always run to the lines of The New Colossus by Emma Lazarus. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free. The wretched refuge of your teeming shore. Send these, the homeless, tempest-tossed, to me. I lift my lamp beside the golden door. And of the last time I saw Annie.